Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Wow! I feel violated right now.
Who apparently wanted to know what a Bieber butt felt like.
Thank you. How old are you? I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
Ever remember smelling that little at 16? That was mad. Wow, you're right. And what music do you listen to?
Get that off.
Hey. Well, my parents never gave me the sex talk. Okay. So why don't you give me the sex talk? I feel uncomfortable right now. Oh. Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
You like French girl? Oh yeah. It's a really weird question. And only the day my mom was right there.
Things on blast,
You want to say it again? You have beautiful lips.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
You have great lips.
Thank you.
Just wear condoms. Yeah, serious.
I want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha, nice to meet you, or get in here because we've got quite a bit to get on into. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Diddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Sean Combs, aka Brother Love, aka the guy that's obsessed with booty holes and baby oil, thousands of it, the monster, the demon. I mean, how do we address him? I guess all of the above. I don't know. Whenever I make these videos, I'm just kind of like, what name do I put in the title? Like, I'm not trying to be a messy ass bitch. Speaking of messy, I wonder how messy it was in these freak-off rooms. That is insane. Yeah, anyways, I never know how to address him, but I guess all the above, specifically emphasis on the word demon. This is demonic behavior. There is no denying that at all. In the intro, I would have inserted some clips of Justin and Diddy and some videos in which you may have seen already. Maybe it's new for a lot of you guys, I don't know. But I really want to speak on this because I've been seeing so much discourse. I've been seeing conversations been had, and I agree with a lot of the conversations, but there's also some things where I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if Justin is going to come forward. I think that we need to have an honest ass conversation here. Some things that I say you might not like, and that's completely fine. Give me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I just don't know if I see this for Justin. I don't know if I see Justin Bieber coming forward. I think sometimes it could be a case where, yes, the videos are evidently uncomfortable and you can see that Justin Bieber is weirded out by Diddy's behavior. Even at such a young age, he knew that something's a little bit off here. In these videos, you've got Diddy kind of trying to say he's got 24 hours of me, he's about to witness some things that kids his age don't witness, which is just a very telling sentence and just wrong on so many ends. I do think there's so many people to blame in this situation, which we will go ahead and get on into. These videos are wrong, point blank period. They look uncomfortable, they're disgusting, and there's even a video where Justin is way older, in his 20s, and Diddy's around, and it seems like he's kind of like tapping him up, and people are saying he's tapping him up to see if he's wearing any wires. For me, that video looks weird. I don't know if he's tapping him up to see if there's any wires, but for me, keep your hands off of me, bro, okay? Because if we're gonna do this whole greeting thing, boys spud. or hug, or do this thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, we know how guys greet. That to me was like, bruh, you're doing too much, okay? Do I think that dynamic is weird? Yes, and we called it out a couple months ago. I reported on it, I reacted to the videos, and I was absolutely disgusted. It is weird behavior, and to do it publicly means you have no shame, and this is nothing new for you. Now, I do believe that Diddy learned this. He didn't outgrow it, though. Didn't choose to do any better, chose to become a monster. But I do believe that he was taught this in the beginning. And that's not to take away from the fact that he's still a demonic, satanic specimen. Like, literally. And let's call it what it is. There's no trying to sugarcoat things. It is wrong on so many levels. He's been accused of so many things in which I don't see this ending well for him and a lot of celebrities. Before him was Clive Davis. That was his mentor. That's who showed him the ways. I strongly do believe that. People praise Clive Davis for doing this and for, you know, being there for Whitney Houston and helping her with, like, issues that she had going on. But to me, something isn't right. There's levels to it when it comes to power. And of course, not everybody with power and wealth is a nasty human being. No, I don't think that's fair to say. But I do think the vast majority of them, from at least the stories that we've heard, it ain't looking too cute, okay? So before Diddy, in my opinion, was Clive Davis. And that needs to be researched and digged into more. But that guy is very powerful. But then again, anyone can have the takedown, in my opinion. You know, people have turned a blind eye to it, but I think it really took Cassie coming forward to share her story, and it made other people come through and just be like, hey, I'm ready. It's my time. I can do this now. I have a sense of encouragement now, you know? So shout out to Cassie for that. If it had not been for that, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't see anything happen. I wouldn't have seen it happen with him. I think he would have continued on with his cocky demeanor and would have been praised by the world, which is just insane. And I think the thing about Diddy that frustrates a lot of people is the fact that he kind of has this God complex and thinking that he's Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior. Baby, no. He thinks that he is God. He thinks that he's this powerful being, and in that same breath would do a speech and then praise God. And it's like, I hate when people do the whole God thing of like, I'm going to praise him, but I'm also going to be a demon behind the scenes. That's not how it works. But hey, we're not here to talk about religion. So let's go ahead and talk about Justin Bieber. I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. I don't think that he's going to come forward to speak on anything or share his story. And to be completely honest with you, I don't think he has to. I think we really do need to focus on the victims who have come forward to share their stories, because there are plenty. I think a lot of people are not giving them the time of day. You want it to be Justin Bieber, who is a global sensation, celebrity. Even if he was to come forward, I don't know if this whole case would change. It might speed things up a little bit, but I think there's so many things that Diddy's been accused of, and I think there's so much evidence that's already out there where it's like, I just don't know whether Justin's involvement is really going to help this case. There are already plenty and plenty of victims and people who are probably still on their way to come out and, you know, share their stories. Even just yesterday, someone else was talking about how Diddy like tied them up. Can't even get on into it. Like, it just makes me, like, it literally makes me feel sick. Very important to also know that he has a son now. Him and Hailey have a child together as of this year, and Justin has spoken so highly about wanting children and wanting a family since he came into the industry. And I remember he was on the Oprah show. Oh my god, I don't even want to finish that sentence. Make sure you guys go and follow me over on Instagram. It's Keisha_. It will be on the screen for you guys right now. It's a fun time over on my Instagram. Not only do I look beautiful, I want to show it off to the world, because why the hell not? We all do it. I've been posting some stories where I feel like I'm connecting with you guys deeply, and I feel like I'm taking Instagram a lot more seriously than I've ever done. And despite me getting hacked, I'm still like, you know what? The show must go on, babes. No one's going to stop my shine. Absolutely not. So do me a favor. Yes, you watching right now, because girl, my back has been hurting. Oh, Keisha, why is your back hurting? Because literally, I feel like I've been carrying the scene recently, to me, in my humble opinion. Okay? Do me a favor and just go and show some love over on there. Give me a follow. It literally costs you nothing and takes, what, less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? People always look forward to me saying that part. You guys are weird. But yeah, make sure you guys go and follow me. I double dare you. Is the challenge accepted or not? He was on the Oprah show, I think like maybe back in 2011, 2012, and you know, she was interviewing him and he was saying that he wants kids young and he wants a family very young. And that could be because, I mean, there are some people I know who are like, yeah, I want kids very young or whatever, but Justin wants his kids like quite young, and Oprah was kind of reacting like, whoa, that's quite young. And he was like, yeah, I know, but I think it's also because his parents gave birth to him at such a young age. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he saw that and kind of was like, yeah, I think I can do it. I don't know. Either way, he can afford to do it and everything, but I guess Oprah was kind of like, ooh, that's not. But Justin's kind of always dreamt of having a family and having that dynamic, and There are some people who just grow up and want family and know how many kids they want and know their dreams and their ultimate goals. And I think Justin Bieber at such a young age actually really knew that, to be fair. I don't think for me I even know that. I don't think I know that. I think it changes so much. Never ever in this life ever said like, oh, I want a family at this age. I want this dynamic. I don't know. I just kind of like go with the flow, to be honest. But some people really know what they want. He's got that now. He's got a wife, and I know people don't like the timeline of which they met or find things to be weird or feel like there's a crossover or whatever, but I do believe transparently with you guys right now that Hailey Bieber saved Justin. I feel like a lot of people probably aren't aware of certain things and think certain things are messy, and sure, two things can be true at once, but I do think that I feel like Hailey did save Justin Bieber. And when I mean save, check this out. If you guys haven't listened to the Purpose album, you definitely should. I feel like it's one of Justin Bieber's best projects. I think it was another level of vulnerability in which I know he's got in him again, but my goodness, that was phenomenal. Like, it hits on hits on hits, but it was the messages in there. He has a song called Life is Worth Living. He's also got a song called Purpose, okay? No matter how successful someone is, sometimes you kind of feel like, damn, I don't know what my purpose is anymore. I feel like I'm giving, and people are taking so much from me. I don't know what I want to do with my life anymore. For me, the song that really stood out is Life is Worth Living. And I feel like every time I listen to it, I get so emotional and I get so touched by it, because this level of bravery and vulnerability, especially at that level of success, is something that is kind of unheard of. You don't really see artists talking about their struggles and wanting to end things and wanting to be gone tomorrow. There's even different statements out there that reveal that Justin Bieber, he had to be watched very closely by people because he didn't want to be here anymore. Okay, and if we check out some of the lyrics in Life is Worth Living, ended up on a crossroad, I'm trying to figure out which way to go. It's like you're stuck on the treadmill running through the same place. Girl, I need to warm up. Ooh. Life is worth living, so live another day. The meaning of forgiveness, people make mistakes doesn't mean you have to give in. Life is worth living again. What I get from my reflection is a different perception from what the world may see. They try to crucify me. I ain't perfect, won't deny it. My reputation's on the line, so I'm working on a better me. Life is worth living. So Justin Bieber was very honest about how, you know, things got pretty tough for him and he was placed in the industry at such a young age. And I feel like a lot of people do need to give him an apology. Justin Bieber hasn't had a clean history or anything. He has done some things in which were very childish, unnecessary, disrespectful, you name it. There's no taking away from that, but I do think that the industry does owe Justin Bieber an apology, Diddy included, okay? But there's so many other stars. If we're going to talk about Diddy too, we need to go ahead and talk about somebody who literally, on camera, touched him, aka Katy Perry. And that pink lookalike wannabe Jesse McCartney. Who? McCartney something. I don't flip it now, okay? Groping someone is insane, by the way. But to know the cameras are rolling and still doing it is insane. And this is the thing, like, people need to start talking about the fact that women can be abusers too. Women can do the absolute most too. And I'm not here for women's wrongs. Diddy's ex-partner, Kim Porter, who mysteriously passed away, was rumoured to be writing a memoir about her relationship with Diddy and how much of a monster he was, right? While friends of Kim stated that they had no knowledge of this, it's also possible that Kim didn't want to tell any of them. Maybe she wanted to be secretive, because at the end of the day, these pages would consist of like her diary entries. The point is, she was allegedly on her way to write a tell-all on Diddy. This past weekend, the memoir drops and dumbass people are falling for it. I don't think that's Kim Porter's book. I just don't know why it would be released now. I mean, I guess in terms of monetization, sure. But I just feel like whoever's doing this, you are disgusting. To literally try to monetize off of someone's death and experience in the way that you think, based on like websites that you've come across, is just nasty. And it was #1 bestseller. It was also 60 pages entitled Kim's Lost Words, and is a collection of the diaries Kim Porter was keeping. But it was leaked by her friends, who received a thumbnail of like the book title, and then I guess it was just released by a publisher. I wouldn't believe that it is actually Kim Porter's book unless it has been trademarked and unless big sources have confirmed this. Not claimed it, but confirmed it. In Kim Porter's book, it says there's tapes of Diddy with different celebrities, Justin Bieber included. Diddy has this thing where he's turned on by having things that he can hang over other people. He loves to have the cameras rolling in his house, especially at them Diddy parties. This ain't no 4-bedroom place we're talking about, bitch. We're talking about mansions, penthouses, doors on doors on doors. Like, at these Diddy parties, I think more and more is going to come out for sure. I do honestly think at the Diddy parties, things were being passed around, people were being spiked, there's too much going on, there's too much human beings in one place, there's people naked, there's doors that aren't fully shut, bitch. If I get in there, girl, what am I going to see? There's escorts everywhere. It's just freaky. levels to being freaky. There's freaky where it's like, okay, it's a consent. You guys are all consenting to this. You guys are all aware of what's going on and you're not doing the most. And then there's just insanity. Guess which one Diddy is? I'm sorry, but I still can't get over a thousand, not even 100. 100 is even crazy. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He needs to leave people's buttholes alone and put them baby oils down. Well, now he can because he's in the cold cell, rotting away and choosing not to eat. Do you want us to feel bad for you? I don't feel bad for Diddy. Like, more and more things keep coming out to try and make the public feel bad. Oh my God, he's not eating. Stay in the cold cell and think about what you've done. In 2016, Justin Bieber, at least publicly, was attending church, and he would sit down with his opening acts at the Purpose World Tour after the shows and kind of talk about Christ and talk about put Christ above everything else. Now, typically in my day-to-day life, I know so many Christians. I come from a background of Christianity and everything. I'm not like, anyways, it's not about me, is it? It's not about me. But a lot of people in their times of needs, not all, but a lot of people do turn to religion. A lot of people, when they feel like there's no way out, turn to religion. A lot of people, when they feel helpless, turn to religion. And it's not advised to only do it at them times, but it is quite a normality for a lot of people. When you feel like, damn, I'm stuck in this and there's no way out, I'm going to turn to God. So his aim is to convert the people he loves and warn other stars against the evils of the industry. Justin reportedly took the step towards religion after he realized he didn't want to go off the rails like other celebrities before him. The source added Justin's life changed for the better since he found God and has been making better decisions now that he has found peace within his faith. Now, Justin, again, is no saint. I think that he could have been behaved a bit better, you know, but I think it also does come down to background. Okay, let's talk about the parents and the fact that they weren't in his life, and the fact that it was also revealed a lot early on that he was in a rocky relationship with his parents. You've got one parent, aka the dad, Jeremy Bieber, who I think the fandom are kind of just, they always give him the side eye because it's like, you seem to always want to benefit off of your son rather than be supportive and go to his shows and really be the good role model and father figure in his life. You can't choose your parents, for sure, but parents should know better than to, you know, just send their kid out there freely and not want to be present to some degree. Because there are cases where celebrities, child stars do have their parents around. That's something that they have to live with personally, is the fact that they sent their child out there at 15 years old to be with a bunch of different stars. Now, I'm going to only assume for the mother, Patty, and for the father, Jeremy, they probably just saw it as like, oh my God, like I watch all these people, I see them on screen, this is exciting. They should have known better. And maybe they weren't in a mature headspace, I do not know. But I think that that is something that they have to come to terms with if they haven't already. A lot of people don't really know Justin Bieber's dad, and that's because he hasn't really been in the picture for that long. It's like, it's pretty much on and off. When you see him, when you don't, and most of the times you don't. But there was a time where I think Justin Bieber's nudes were leaked or whatever, and, you know, the father decided to make some sort of statement and saying, basically boosting him up for that. Which is just weird. Something gets leaked and then you want to make it a haha funny moment, at least it looks good, kind of like that kind of comment. That to me is very strange. Again, quite telling of what that dynamic looks like. It probably gives more friendship than it gives father figure, and I think that's where Scooter Braun comes in and played a role here. Scooter Braun, yes, was able to help get certain stars to this level. Of course, it's down to their talent, but it's also down to having management too. Scooter Braun spent so much time with Justin, more time he ever spent with Ariana Grande or Kanye when that was his clientele, or any other clientele. He was hooked to Justin, and I'm sure they appreciate each other, but I'm sure they butted heads too. Now, the thing about Scooter Braun is he is somebody who loves to focus on status and loves to focus on, you know, I've done this for this person, I've worked with this person, you know, it's more like bigging himself up, right? So I'm going to only assume that he would be talking to these grown-ass adults whilst Justin was literally a minor and saying, hey, get Justin to these parties. Like, sure, hey, like, get him to work with these people. You do that, you go to the studio with them, and then now they want to start inviting you out. And I'm sure that a lot of these grown-ass adults saw Justin Bieber as a grown-ass adult, when in fact he wasn't. He was literally a minor, was making money for sure, was topping the charts, but was still a child. And that's why I feel like a lot of people need to give him an apology. He's probably not going to get that apology. He's probably not even asking for that apology, but I think the general public are like, damn, he did struggle a lot. Scooter Braun got excited with the money and the fame and how big of an artist Justin Bieber is, one of these biggest artists, but they were joined to the hip. And sometimes I'm like, damn, are you a manager or dad?
In a
Scooter Braun would be everywhere. So that to me makes me feel like you didn't even do a good job at protecting him then. Yeah, we can blame the parents too, and sure. But Scooter Braun, was it more of a money thing? Was it more of like a power play here? What was it? I do believe, honestly, Hailey came through and saved Justin. If we talk about mental health, Justin Bieber's been very vocal about anxiety, depression, and feeling suicidal. Those are things in which I haven't felt all at once. I felt 1 out of the 3. And I was very vocal about that with you guys. And it really, I don't know how I found the light in the end of the tunnel when it came to depression, but it truly was bad. It truly was bad. And I tried to, this wasn't this year, this was last year. It was random for me. I couldn't quite explain it. Didn't know where it came from. But I guess in Justin's case, it's a thing where there's too much pressure on me. There's too many eyes on me. There's expectations here. I've witnessed some things. I'm around the wrong crowd. And he was. You've got to take accountability for your own wrongdoings. There were times that Justin Bieber would be acting like a stupid kid. A foolish kid. But he's addressed that. And he's held himself accountable as well. But that isn't the issue here. The issue is the adults who took advantage of their position. Because, oh, it's a kid. He doesn't know any better. I can just dangle this over him. His parents never call him. His parents are never on the road with him. I can do what I want. That's the kind of mindset that was happening around him. Hailey came in, I think around 2016, 17 is when I believe they first started like seeing each other on again, off again. I think that Justin was looking for so much stability for a very long time now because he couldn't get that elsewhere. And it touches back on the point of what I was saying about like wanting a family very young. With wanting a family, you've got to find the love of your life at a young age. Does that always happen? In most cases, no. But in his case, I think it did happen. And like the girl or not, I think it's been good since. Of course, you have your down days, and of course, the past can haunt you sometimes, but I do think that the way he talks about her in interviews.
The question is, this is your 6th studio album. How would you say Justice differs from the others? And who are some artists you want to collaborate with in the future?
Sorry, my wife is just walking in. Hi.
Hi, Hailey.
I'm on a Zoom interview call. Sorry. Are you coming to join, or are you... Oh, okay. Well, I gotta finish this. Sorry. Let's bring him forward. All right, she's sitting there. She's chilling.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I'm gonna just show her because.
Hi, Haley.
Hi, Haley. Hi. Okay. Did you hear the question?
The question was.
Okay, so this is your 6th studio album. How would you say Justice differs from the others, and who do you like plan on collaborating with next in the future?
Great questions.
This one has a little sweetness to it.
Whether it's just like, you know, small interviews he would do here and there, I think you can tell this is what he wants and this is what he needed, okay? And I actually love that for him. And I think that he is stepping into the role of being a father and wanting to give this child nothing but love and learning from mistakes that he saw around him, but also from himself. And I think you can't really be mad at that. Now, do I believe that Justin Bieber is a victim of Diddy's? I couldn't tell you that. Do I think the video is inappropriate? Yeah, I can't tell you whether he's actually on these tapes doing inappropriate things. I can't tell you that he touched. I can't tell you any of that. I cannot tell you any of that. But I do think Twitter has got it in their head Twitter and TikTok have got it in their head specifically that Justin Bieber is one of the victims. Yes, was probably mistreated, witnessed some things, but I couldn't confidently sit down here right now on my chair and tell you guys on this platform that he's a victim. I think we need to really be focusing on the victims who have their stories and have lawsuits out there indicating what went on what date, and the aftermath of it all. Now, a lot of people are saying that the lyrics in the song Lonely by Justin Bieber is about Diddy. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think Diddy is the only one who abused his power. And I think that we need to be careful when it comes to these types of things, and we need to stay on topic. Because now you got clout chasers trying to do the most and using AI and faking lyrics. Look what they did. Check this out.
Lost myself at a Diddy party. Didn't know that's how it goes. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul. Wasn't worth all the fortune and fame. All the girls never walking the same. Signed a paper so he never has to ever say sorry. Lost myself at a Diddy party.
My favorite word in this video is clearly insane. You have to be insane if you for 1 minute believe that sounds anything like Justin Bieber. It doesn't, okay? It's artificial intelligence. It's someone trying to do the most. This isn't even like an actual song. Doesn't sound like him at all. The lyrics are trash, let's be fair. Why would he release a song called I Lost Myself at a Diddy Party? Like, sometimes I feel like the internet just chooses to believe the most random, bizarre things. People, does this truly sound like Justin Bieber? Like, I can't stop laughing. I cannot stop cackling right now. That might be one of the funniest audios I've had. We need to not create fake news. And maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age. Everybody saw me sick and it felt like no one gave a bleep. They criticized the things I did as an idiot kid. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. I don't think this is giving Diddy coded. I think it's giving everybody took advantage of me. I'm a big name. Friends used me. I had no one to call, no one to speak to, which is also speaking volumes about where his parents were at. Nowhere. He said he's so lonely. I don't think that's got anything to do with Diddy. Is it just me? I don't know. You guys, let me know down below in the comment section. What do you guys truly think about these lyrics? Again, they're sad lyrics, and every time I hear it, I'm like, damn. And that's why I don't really play it that much, just because I'm not trying to cry. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be sad. But the truth of the matter is he wasn't protected. Justin Bieber's mentor was Usher, who was allegedly abused by Diddy and would, you know, witness crazy things at these parties and would be around Diddy and just see some things in which a young person shouldn't see. And I know that he would kind of like laugh about it awkwardly. But then there's some videos where I feel like he's kind of praising it.
Somebody needs to step in.
And some people are just... Can my voice come back to me, please? I think some people just don't understand when they've been taken advantage of or abused. I think some people can't see it for themselves. Everyone's case is completely different. You would know when your body feels uncomfortable and when you don't quite want to be there or see what it is that you're seeing. That also kind of sounds like when Justin would be at these parties at such a young age. And yeah, but my thing is though, Justin ain't no hip-hop artist or rapper, so what's he doing in them circles? But then again, his mentor was Usher, and Usher does like R&B, so I guess that he went to a party. I don't know, I guess Usher was just kind of like, hey, Diddy did this for me, and like it was cool and everything, so come and hang out with him.
But I want to talk about this lawsuit by Dunn, right? And I want to get your opinion on it. It's a part in this lawsuit where she alleges that she was at a dinner with Neo, Usher, and Jimmy Iovine, and Diddy, he punched Cassie in the stomach, and no one did anything. How you feel about that?
They were part of the dinner, and they watched Cassie get abused in front of, Puffy abused Cassie in front of them. And neither one of those men, and they probably security was around too, did nothing to stop what he had did to Cassie. That is crazy. Usher probably got a daughter. Neo probably got kids, I don't know. Jimmy Iovine, you know, he take about 15, 20 scoops of sugar in his coffee. So all those cats there, supposed to be men, watch that lady get abused right there in public, and they did nothing, brother. They did nothing.
Everyone's case of abuse is different. There's some people who later realize in life that, damn, this was very crappy and this was not right whatsoever. But then some people actually generally just don't know. Even if you tell them that, hey, this was quite sus, they still are going to be like making excuses for them. So I don't really know. Usher has swiped his Twitter. I think it's back now, but swiped his Twitter and deleted like 5,000 tweets and then claimed for it to be hacked. Bitch, ain't nobody want to hack you. Now, if I'm a hacker, there's people I'm trying to go after, but I'm not hacking Usher. Like, what? No. And like, my thing is, if it was a hacker, then they should be revealing things or maybe like leaking something, not swiping things away. If Justin wants to share his experiences, then he will, maybe one day. Maybe one day he will live to write a tell-all about Hollywood. That would be interesting to read. If Justin's ready to share his experiences, then he will. Maybe, just maybe, he'd rather move on as he's finally accepted certain tragedies that's happened in his life and just wants to move forward. Would that be so wrong? That's not to say that if you experience something in relation to, you know, possible SA, you shouldn't speak up. No, everyone is different and people either share or choose not to share. It can take people 20 years, it can take people 40 years, it can take people 5, 2 years, 2 months, 2 hours. Everyone is different and people go based on how they feel. You can't rush someone to speak on it. It can be advised to speak on it because then this can happen to this person. But also when you come out and speak, it doesn't mean that you're always going to win a case or you're always going to walk out feeling stronger. Let's be real. Because people don't talk about the aftermath as well. Then maybe he wasn't abused. Maybe he wasn't touched. Maybe he's not on those tapes for having bleep with Diddy. It's the baby oil for me, bitch. I can't look at baby oil the same. Oh my God, I literally have baby oil right here. Now, I wonder what size Diddy was rocking with. Was it the big ones? I mean, he could afford that one. I can afford it too. But I don't need the big one. This one will suffice. Now, are we talking about 1,000 bottles of this or the big ones? I know Baby Johnson ain't willing to cut him a check. It's something that maybe he doesn't want any involvement in, and I think that that's okay. I think that he's probably entering a completely clean slate, a new chapter in his life, even mentally. Because when you get to that place mentally, nothing could bring me down. I don't want to hear about X, Y, and Z. I think that's a boundary. I could be wrong. He could come forward and he could have no choice, but maybe in these cases to come forward, maybe he's gonna, I don't know. We don't really know, to be honest, but I just feel as though I don't think it's gonna be the outcome that people think when it comes to Justin. I don't think that he's gonna come forward and be like, this is my story, this is my experience with Diddy. And also some people can be scared too. Victims in general are vulnerable when they open up and share their story. Now, people don't take male victims seriously. Let's say it was the case where something had definitely happened. I don't know. I think people honestly would troll the situation and not take it seriously. And a prime example of this is, I'm obviously not going to include it in this video, but it's just there to see blatantly on Twitter. Like, there is a video of two animals having sex. The caption is Justin Bieber and Diddy, and it's got over 100,000 likes. Not views, but likes. So imagine the views on that video. It was just disgusting. It was created by a guy. Guys don't take each other seriously when it comes to these types of things. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about this whole situation? There is just too much. Every day I wake up here. No, it's not even every day. It's like every 6 hours, there's just something. Like, I guarantee when I post this video, in the next 4 or 5 hours, there's going to be something else that's revealed. And it's just like, ugh, girl. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Once again, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. I've been getting so many questions on my hair. And I've been telling people, like, it's actually so annoying. I'm just like, girl, go and watch my YouTube video. I literally tell you guys, it's on my Instagram. I have a whole board dedicated to my hair, how I installed it, the hair that I use. So I really do appreciate all the cute messages and everything and all the support. But yeah, and if you guys ever have like any video suggestions, things you guys want me to have conversations about over on this channel, then definitely go ahead and DM me. I do reply back because why the hell not? And yes, I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye!